All right, let's do some Mathity-Math. It says here, find the quotient of the expression below. Okay, so first things first, it's good to know that when they ask for the quotient, they are asking for the answer to a division problem. So we are just looking for the answer to this division problem. And it's saying that this expression on top, the numerator, is being divided by this expression on the bottom, that is the denominator. Okay, so when we start this off, the denominator will be what creates our divisor. So I'm going to go ahead and write that right here. That is my divisor. And then we need to stick in our dividend. And the numerator is what gives us our dividend. Now, if we look at this, we see that it goes 4 and then down to 2. Okay? And that's something we need to address because we do want our degrees to go 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 0. Okay, so we want to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to start writing. And then for the 3 to the third degree, I'm just going to put in a 0, x to the third degree. That is really just a placeholder to make sure that we have a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 situation with all our degrees in descending order. That means they're going down. Okay, so now I can just copy in. Great, and at this point I'm now ready to do my work. So as always, we're using, I'm sorry, not as always, but what we're using right here is called Polynomial Long Division or Long Polynomial Division. And to do this, what we start with is the highest degree out here in our divisor, and we go to the highest degree right here on our dividend. So the x goes to the 5x to the fourth power. And so the question we ask, so step one, we ask the question, what does this x have to be multiplied by to become 5x to the fourth power? And the answer is it multiplies by 5x to the third power. So that's what I write right here, 5x to the third power. And you can see I'm lining up my degrees. That just helps, keeps everything nice and organized. Step two, we multiply down or distribute down. So we say 5x to the third power times x. Well, that gives me 5x to the fourth power. And then 5x to the third power times 3, well, that gives me 15x to the third power. Great. Okay, that was step 2. So the next step, we subtract. So I'm going to be subtracting these. And when we subtract these, you're essentially distributing a -1. And if you want, you can just think about I'm just changing the signs here. So now we're subtracting. This was positive, so it became negative. And this is positive, so it becomes negative. 5x to the fourth minus 5x to the fourth is 0. And then we have nothing up here. That's a big 0. So if we take this from 0, we just get a negative 15x to the third power. Okay, step 4, we bring down. So I bring down plus 3x squared. And that is the pattern. Those are the 4 steps. So now we go right back to step 1. And the question we ask at step 1 again is, what does this x have to be multiplied by to become negative 15x to the third? So we multiply that by a negative 15x to the second. There we go. And then that's the step. So the next step is to distribute or multiply down. So I say, all right, negative 15x squared times x gives me negative 15x to the third power. And negative 15x squared times 3 gives me a negative 45x squared. And you can see here, again, my degrees are lined up, so I know I'm on the right track. Things are going good. Okay, so now we subtract. And because we're subtracting, I change these signs. They were negative, and now they're positive. And here we go. Negative 15x to the third power plus 15x to the third power is 0. Good sign. And then 3x squared plus 45x squared, well, that would give me 48x squared. And then step 4, bring it down. Okie dokie. Okay, so we start the process over again. Just kind of keep going through this dance, like a dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at step 1, which is ask the question. What does this x have to be multiplied by to become 48x squared? And the answer is you just multiply by 48x. Now distribute down. 48x times x is 48x squared. And 48x times 3, well, I don't know that on the top of my head, so I'm just going to use my calculator. It says here, 48 times 3 is 144. So I get a plus 144x. The next step is just subtract. So this is positive, so it becomes minus. This is positive, that is also minus. 48x squared minus 48x squared is 0. And again, you see those zeros lining up. That's a good sign. And we have negative 2x minus 144x. And that's just going to give me a negative 146x. And step 4, bring it all down. All right, I'm going to shift this a little bit so we can see the rest of the work. There, that's nice. Okay, so that was step 4. So we go back to step 1. We ask that question, what do I multiply this x by to become negative 146x? Well, that is simple, just negative 146. Next step, multiply down. Negative 146 times x is negative 146x. And negative 146 times 3, well, let's see here. Negative 146 times 3 is 438. So negative 438. Again, the next step is we subtract. So this becomes positive and this becomes positive. These become a 0 because a negative 146x plus a positive 146x, that leaves us at 0. Again, you're on the right track. And then we just say 438 plus 18, and we get 456. Now, at this stage, there is no variable left, so your divisor now has the highest degree, and that's how you know you can stop. So our divisor has the highest degree, we can stop. So this positive 456, that just becomes the numerator of our remainder. It's the numerator, or the top number. And just like when we started this whole problem, right? When we started this problem, the denominator was our divisor. So our divisor, it's still our denominator. And just like that, you have done a great job with polynomial long division. Good job. Okay, if you want more practice problems, go ahead and subscribe because I'm posting new videos every day. And if there's a problem type that you want to see, please just leave a comment below and I'll do my best to make that problem for you. Bye!